St John.
Hospitals plus solar boards and pumps, data and security, refrigeration and air conditioning, at home or at work. Scalable refrigeration and electrical even sell shipping containers. For all your electrical, air conditioning and refrigeration needs, talk to Scalable Refrigeration and Electrical. 4654 3645 and on Facebook.
Want a super deal on tyres? Look no further. Simply head into your local Dunlop super dealer, Scalable Tyre Service. When it comes to tyres, all vehicle types like cars, four-wheel drive, performance, trucks, commercial vehicles and more. Not only will they provide expertise and service, but to top it off, they'll give you a great deal. They sell wheel alignments, seatbelts, rubber, batteries and truck wheel balances. Call Carol or Lynn Capel at Charles Tyre Service today, or drop into 71 Will Street, your local friendly Dunlop super dealer for a super deal.
G'day, I'm David and proud your federal member for Marinara. My offices in Dalby, Warwick, Roma and Longreach are open from 9am to 5pm, Monday to Friday. My team is available to help you and your family with a range of federal issues, from aged care to telecommunications to NDIS, Services Australia and many more. My team is there to give you a hand. So feel free to give us a call or drop by to take it over, getting the answers. Authorised by David Australia and
National Livestock Report across the Resonate Network. Weekday in the midday hour. Latest cattle sale report from sales across Queensland and New South Wales. Sponsored by PJ Livestock Property Roster. Which is really interesting.
Oh, let's get to that first. So here's Dave.
Tanya Rane and Eden. RNZ News at 3. Morena, I'm Vicky Mackay. Good morning. Mediators are reported to have reached an understanding with Hamas and Israel on an agenda for indirect negotiations in Egypt on the US peace plan for Gaza. A senior Palestinian source familiar with the Sharm el-Sheikh talks told the BBC that discussions would start with the issues of ending the war and exchanging hostages for prisoners. Israeli tanks and planes have continued to pound Gaza. Jeremy Bowen is the BBC's international editor.
Upstream war is absolutely zero goodwill or trust on either side. Don't forget, only a month ago, the Israelis tried to kill the man who's leading the Hamas deputation to Egypt, Khalil al-Hayya, in airstrike in Doha, in Qatar.
Back home, the Prime Minister has labelled the Greens total hypocrites for condoning protests outside Minister's home after a window was smashed at Winston Peters House on Monday night. The Greens say they condemn the attack on the Prime Minister's house, but government ministers need to, quote, look in the mirror. Mr Watson says the Greens were inconsistent for calling for better treatment of the MPs, while at the same time approving of protests outside their homes.
I mean, unacceptable. It's not true politics, this is real life.
A 29-year-old man has been arrested and will appear in court on Friday charged with burglary. A Taranaki man has been jailed for 4 years and 2 months for manslaughter of Daniel Ngeko, who was hit by an unprovoked attack outside a rugby club in July. Daytona Thompson appeared in the High Court in Plymouth for sentencing on Tuesday morning as hundreds of supporters of the Ngeko family attempted so-called coward punch assault. Daniel Ngeko, a videographer, hit his head on the curb as he fell after being knocked out by a punch following a club prize giving. Thompson then videoed his victim and taunted him as he lay on the ground. Daniel Ngeko's life support was turned off 3 days later. A national housing report indicates most households spend more than half of their income on housing, and three-quarters are dissatisfied with what is available to them. The Urban Advisory report indicates there's a big gap between what people want and the housing being delivered. Urban Advisory Managing Director Dr. Natalie Allen said housing insecurity is widespread.
We have a huge amount of influence security. 1 in 5 anticipating that their next move wouldn't be by choice if they were a renter. They would be forced to move. And then in New Zealand we have nearly half of people spending more than 30% of their income on housing.
Natalie Allen says there needs to be more housing options for older adults who want to downsize and for financially stressed households and those seeking culturally grounded housing. Chinese capital, Bridge. 3 people were injured, one seriously, after a building partly collapsed near the Opera House, or the building partly collapsed near the Opera House. It wasn't immediately clear if anyone was trapped inside the building. Video images published by emergency services showed several ambulances and firefighting trucks in front of the building that appeared to be under restoration. A new report shows extreme weather in Australia has been responsible for an average of more than $5 billion in insurance claims annually this decade. The Insurance Council of Australia has found the country has some of the highest per capita economic and insurance losses in the world, second only to the United States. It says per Australian, the average cost for the last 5 years is $123, while the whole prior decade was $99. The council says those are inflation-adjusted figures. Extreme weather is expected to increase due to climate change. And that's the news.
Each year, there are hundreds of search and rescues in New Zealand's unforgiving outdoors.
We rushed over to it in Logan and finished out through the Iroquois, and he wasn't going to be inside when it caught fire.
With search and rescue evidence, behind every rescue is a story of hope and heartbreak.